This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform for all your needs. Whether you're an entrepreneur, content creator, or just looking to build a beautiful portfolio, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website to showcase your work, engage with your audience, and sell your products all in one place on your own terms. I stopped drawing for a year. For as long as I remember, I always draw. When I was a kid, I drew on paper, walls, on the back of one of these old Chinese calendar, and then I learned digital art in high school and draw on my computer. I continued to draw until I graduated college, and one day, I just stopped completely for an entire year. And that was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I'm drawing Al-Haytham with forehead so you can watch while I yap about a little slice of my life. By the way, this is my reference picture. I've seen this guy multiple times on Pinterest, and I was wondering if he was AI because his face is so perfect. But I'm like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't jump into conclusions. Just because he's good looking doesn't mean he's AI, maybe. Until I saw this picture. So AI is definitely coming for our jobs. I won't be drawing Al-Haytham with 3 hands though, because I'm not a dumbass. I will, however, introduce you to today's sponsor, Squarespace. Someone commented in my previous videos that they learned HTML in primary school or middle school. And I'm like, dude, I don't think my primary and middle school teachers even know HTML. I went to a third world school. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. With Squarespace, you can create an amazing website without having to learn all that migraine-inducing coding stuff. They have templates for all your needs, be it for your business, merch, or just to showcase your portfolio. I could spend hours just browsing through their template library because they all look so aesthetic and I have a hard time deciding which one to use. Even their section has templates you can choose based on your needs, and of course all of them are completely customizable. You can simply drag and drop thanks to their fluid engine technology. However, you can also use their CSS editor if you're a tech savant to enhance your website even more. But hey, I'm more than happy with the fluid engine, so I'm not gonna play around with these. And in case you're wondering, yes, head over to squarespace.com/fungsao or use the code FUNGSAO to get 10% off your first website or domain purchase. Squarespace.com/fungsao, 10% off. Thank you Squarespace for sponsoring this video. I searched every nook and cranny for my old artworks before I stopped for a year, that is, and I think I know why I stopped drawing in the first place. Exhibit number 1. This is Yusong from Mystic Messenger. Remember that game? Yeah, what did you do to deserve this, Yusong? I am so sorry. Let me liquefy his face for a bit. Yeah, it's helpless. Sorry, Yusong. Rest in peace. Bruh. What the actual fuck is this? This is like a failed version of Attack on the Titan or something. Oh, Jesus Christ, this drawing. See, you can't even see the cat. This one's, I don't even know what it is. Okay, I am done. That was painful. I might need a minute.
6.5 hours later.
I don't mean to be discouraging. Obviously, everyone starts somewhere. Nobody becomes good overnight. I just have a severe case of self-deprecation. I might need some help. If you feel like your drawing is not good enough now, that's totally normal. A lot of artists are perfectionists. They compare themselves to others countless of times. But please, remember to take care of yourself and put you first before your art. As bad as they are, looking back, I'm glad I went through this phase. I tried different art programs, coloring style, art styles, and it was both fun and tiring process. And one day, I decided to stop drawing altogether. I stopped drawing in the beginning of 2020. The reason is not 100% because I feel my drawings are shit back then. Believe it or not, I used to think my drawing was good. Yeah, I don't know why either. I always wanted an art career. But in my beautiful country of Indonesia, it's quite challenging to have an art career. So I decided to take a different road. Long story short, I got a 9-to-5 job as a user experience designer or UX designer. This is an oversimplification, but basically you design apps for a living. I was still trying to do art as a side job though, but my art gained very little traction no matter how much I tried to keep the grind. You know, draw every day and all that. It was very discouraging sketching and I was so burnt out, yet I don't see my art going anywhere. So I decided to stop and focus on my new career. During this time, I erased every trace of me as an artist. I deleted my Instagram art account, the one before my current one, I mean. I uninstalled CSP, Clip Studio Paint, and Photoshop, which are my drawing programs. I erased most of my artworks. I tucked away my pen tablet. I guess I defined myself as an artist. I want people to associate my name with art, and when that didn't work out, I tried to define myself as something else, a UX designer, which is not a good thing. Like, defining ourselves by our job or career is not healthy. You are you either way, not your job. And it took me a long time to realize that. Even now, I still try to define myself with something. Maybe I should define myself as Al Haytham's wife or Al Haytham's girlfriend. That sounds really great. Anyway, I stopped drawing. I didn't even doodle or making silly little drawings for fun. I tried so hard on being Fong the UX designer. Then one day, I saw a job opening for a UX designer in a company that I've been wanting to join for some time. I submitted my application and my portfolio. I did the interview, but I did not get the job. I was down for a while until a few weeks later I found out that my friend also applied for the same job and they got it. I was devastated because I always felt like our UX designer skill are on the same level, but instead I didn't get a job, my friend did, and it crushed every bit of confidence I had left. Look, sorry if this video sounds depressing so far, okay? I'll try to make jokes in between. I was devastated for some time. I didn't feel like doing anything. Work was draining my energy. I was tired and stressed and sad until one day, I think I just snapped. I was like, fuck this. I can't let a failed job interview and jealousy affect my life this much. I need to do something about it. Which, listen, everybody's experience is obviously different. If you're feeling sad and depressed, but you feel like you cannot deal with it yourself, please talk to people you trust or professionals, because your feelings are valid and there are just times when we cannot process our feelings ourselves. Fortunately, I didn't snap in a negative sense. I just decided that I needed to do something. Maybe it won't fix my stagnant UX designer career, but that's fine. I just need an outlet to relieve myself. However, since I can't go anywhere because it was 2020 and we all know what happened in 2020, I had to find something I can do at home. And as I was looking through my stuff, I found an old sketchbook and some pencils. I was like, should I go back to drawing something that I tried to get rid of a year ago? I decided not to overthink and just draw whatever or whoever. So I drew Wonwoo from 17. I don't have my sketchbook with me at the moment. My sketchbook is literally 3,000 miles away. Yeah, I'm not in Indonesia right now, but I did draw him, okay? In case you think I was lying, I'm not lying. I did draw him. Afterwards, I continued drawing on the sketchbook, mostly K-pop, and then I relearned digital art. It's not that good, but I didn't care. I draw because it's fun and I enjoyed the process. And this fun and joyful feeling is something that I lost a year ago because I constantly chase after traction, success, and fame through my art. I'm not saying that getting success and income from art is a bad thing. I would be a big hypocrite to think that. But I was starting to lose the joy of creating art because I was too focused on chasing success and money, especially with the rise of social media and me constantly comparing myself to other artists. I forgot why I draw in the first place, because it's fun, and it took me 1 year of not doing art to realize that. Remember I said I thought my old drawings were good? That's because I've been drawing since I was wearing diapers, so I thought I knew what I was doing, but that's not the case. I was too focused on social media traction that I didn't realize that my drawings were shit. So when I went back to drawing, I decided to empty my mind. Pretend the glass is empty, waiting to be filled with water or soda, depending on your health preference. And I relearned human face anatomy. But since I want a fun learning time, I only draw what I like, or rather, who I like. I really liked Wonwoo and Mingyu from 17 back then, so I practiced a lot with them as references. I also got rid of the old-fashioned bad art advices such as using reference is theft, you shouldn't copy other art styles, real artists don't use liquify, meh. Yeah, that's right, I used to believe these bad art advices because my brain wasn't fully developed. I really love Bear Brick Chia's art style. It's a perfect balance of realism and stylized art style, and I love how they render all their paintings, so I decided to learn from them. Not directly, but I did buy one of their online classes so I could learn in depth about their workflow. Because I learned with a glass empty type of mindset and I didn't put any expectations on myself, I could learn more easily and didn't feel much pressure. Back then, whenever I watched an art class, I'm always like, oh, that technique looks weird. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. I can do that better. In other words, I was arrogant, and as hard as it is, I need to get rid or at least suppress it if I want to absorb the knowledge. My art now still have rooms for improvement, but compared to a few years ago, it's so much better. Quitting for a year has let me find enjoyment and fun again in doing art, and I learned some humility as well, which is great. Sometimes when you're stuck and feeling stagnant, instead of keep pushing, maybe it's time to stop and smell the roses for a while. I'm not encouraging all of you to stop drawing for a year. If you don't want to stop, then don't. But just remember to take a rest. Learning when to stop and take a rest is also one of the learning process in art because it gives you new perspective. You can spot your mistakes easier and improve your art. I'm glad I stopped drawing for a year and relearned art because I genuinely like my art process right now. I can enjoy every drawing process and I can share it with you guys. Thank you for listening to my yapping, and that's about it.